the ceramics on like the sky pad would just be a grit nightmare. They're bad enough with PTFE, I think. I don't know what ceramics going to be like on it. Probably scratch it, but it's bad enough with PTFE. Feels absolutely horrible. It's hard to get a smooth glide when they're too tough like that. So.
No, come on.
Have a good night. See you in a bit. Don't know. What do people reckon the best mouse pad out is at the minute? What are they reckoning? I mean, that's personal preference, but I don't know. Missy's saying good night. She's going to bed. Not as dedicated as me. Holy moly. Nearly 4 o'clock. I better put it with the old Rocat before we forget. If you want to see me using these, show you how I actually use them properly, then you can check out my Birdie Bob gameplay channel. I haven't got a link for it, I need a link for it. Let me get one sec. Bear with me. Try to use them properly. This is my Birdie Bob gameplay channel if you're interested. All the different mice being tested. It's a bit more relaxed in terms of editing, but kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to do with it. People don't particularly want to see it all the time, so I keep off my other channel. Well, this is just like raw dumps of gameplay or stuff like that. See me playing different mice. What was the weight of the accomplice of the Rocat? 61 came out at from 72. Not bad. Still looks pretty stock. We haven't drilled too much on it. Maybe I have to get another gram or two out of it. You could probably put 100 milliamp in it. We only put 300 milliamp in it because it keeps some battery life. Drops it from 400 to about 3 grams. Is it? Need a keyboard over this side, like twin desks, but it's difficult trying to reach over. And let me paste it. So another day. Another day, another dollar. Alright, carry on. Hey, cheers. Adnan OW for the follow. Welcome. Cheers for the support. Welcome to the channel. Do you like modded mice, or you just like to know how mice are built, or how, I don't know, how good they are, I guess. It's a channel to be on. Assuming you like my personal view. Here's some pretty crazy mice reviews. If you're interested, look at them. There's some good URLs for it. If you just want to chat about mice and gaming stuff, Here we are. We've certainly taken apart a lot of mice on this channel. I'm not that young either, so I've got quite a lot of experience with mice. I'd like to see if anyone's had more experience than my age. Probably. Bad to see might have, he's a bit older. I'm no young pup anymore. Enjoying the zero. But the white aqua control looks promising. Okay, is that the X-ray pad one? Aqua control. Are you sleepy, Bob? Should be. It's 2 o'clock, 1:45. I've had a rough weekend watching the footy and stuff. So I got to be up at 7 for work. I should be tired given my age, right? Yeah, PTFE, like you're saying there, right? But definitely wear into channels and stuff when you start using them. Just got to keep changing them, that's the problem. You don't mind swapping them out. It's pretty easy to get a hold of these days. Cost you a few quid, mind, but then can swap them out, I guess, quite regularly. But like I say, they wear quite a bit. A lot of people ask me about like how long do you think PTFE skates last for, but it's really hard to answer because it depends what pad you're using and how hard you use them as well. I might have more years of Quake experience, mate. I played Quake in 1996, I think it was. When you messing. I think it was around 96. I think it came out, was it Quake Arena? 96, 98? I can't remember, it was around then. I don't play Quake anymore though. I play all the modern stuff. I'm looking forward to Battlefield 6. Looking forward to Alien Firestorm, looks pretty mint. So, play Call of Duty for my sins at the minute. Don't particularly want to. As you probably hear me moan about it every Friday. But there's nothing else out at the minute. I looked at Quake Champions when it came out. I played a little bit. They sent me a key, but it wasn't for me. Like, if you like fast-paced games, Quake's good. Like, I used to love Quake. I used to love Unreal Tournament back in the day. They should release a new Unreal Tournament. That'd be pretty sick. On the left, so we're going to keep out as usual. Hey, Carrot. How you doing, mate? Goodbye, RGB. Leave 2 at the top. To take them out at some point. It won't be tonight. I see you're getting your hands all over Zywale's mouse. Oh yeah. We're beating this up. We just did a Rocat Comb Pure Air before. You know me, Carrot. Can't help but play around with things. Taking all the RGB and stuff out, make sure it balances right. That's one of the main problems with this one. Balance is the problem. You still playing 0 Hour Carrot? I haven't gone back to it recently, but draw return. Bye, logo. Okay. Get Squad. I love Squad. I might get to play some next week. We'll see. We shall see. This shell's brittle. Be careful when you're doing this shell. It is brittle. Not as brittle as the Starlight though. Oof, that thing is brittle. We modded last week. Last Wednesday, wasn't it? I think I can't remember now. I haven't got the videos out for editing that one. It's nuts. How long things take me to get out. What's the next mouse to come out, do you reckon? Which mouse shall I do next in terms of like reviews, checking it out? I need to do the next week I was planning to do the XM1R. But then I remembered I won't be streaming this Friday. So I have my pleasure, unfortunately. Other prior engagements. So I'll be back the weekend after, back the Friday after. I know, you're upset, aren't you, because I'm not here on Friday? What are you saying, Carrot? Can't believe I've let you down. You're still on it. I haven't done one yet. It's another the way I see it, right? It's a good upgrade to it, but it's still another XM1R and XM1, right? A few mods on it, slightly smaller maybe, I think, but I don't want to keep doing the same mice with like a micro revision to it. Do you know what I mean? Not with the time of the reviews take. I might do a quick update video on it maybe, but when we're doing like a little latency tests and stuff like that, I want to try and do some of the mice. Takes forever. Cheers, Yaquirty. How you doing, man? Thank you. Welcome. I need to get more into the if I off work and stuff, maybe I'll do that, but not with the time I've got.
I've got balls of steel.
Just getting 10 grams out of this mouse, getting down to 50, that's the plan. Putting more review stuff, man. G-Wolf 8KS. Yeah, a few people have said that. Might take a look. They're easy to get hold of now. They're bringing out a wireless one by the looks of it, aren't they? That HKS. Cheers for follow, RF Mugs. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Cheers for the support. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to cover the XM1R. Sky button scroll need a bit of work. Okay, well, I've got one. They sent me one out, to be fair, to Endgame Gear. I just haven't got around to it. It's been like, it seems like every day about 9 mice come out. I mean, it's slowed down a little bit. Thank God I can catch up. Like, I've not even reviewed the Superlight, and I should have reviewed the Superlight. You know what I mean? Like, I've just been distracted. So I need to get back on that. So that's the plan. I was meant to do the best like wireless mouse of 2021, but by the time we get around to it, it'll be 2022. It's nuts. Oh dear. Not because I don't want to either. FYI, I do. Promise you. I love testing them. Yeah, I don't know about the ones that are half the size at the back. HKS. It's a bit like the M2K. I mean, they made a good job of that M2K. The MK1, so it was very good from Zagan. Is it Zagan? It's not Zagan, is it? But they made a good mouse. They did some good work on it. We even got that down to 15 grams in one of the mods, if you remember. Looks like it's been slightly modded the base. I've opened up the whole bottom of it, hasn't it, which I kind of liked. If I remember rightly. I think someone's sending one out. Someone's talking to me. I can't remember if they're going to send it out now. They've broken it trying to power cord it, so I am going to get one. But obviously it's not in perfect working order. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, new raiding clone pad. Interesting. Could be interesting, Carrie. I have to know what it's like. I don't like the clone stuff though. I don't want to see clones. I want to see, like, you know, innovation. I can see an XM1 wireless coming out using a 3370. So everyone seems to be using that 3370 at the moment. I can see that coming out. As long as it's cheaper. I mean, the Raiders are pretty, like, artisan pads are hard to get hold of. But I need innovation. Exactly, most pads are clones these days. Exactly. That's why the glide tests come in handy. You can see if they really are like a cheaper version of it or not, or whether they just look like they're going to be. But I want to see innovation from companies, so I'm trying to avoid a lot of the clone stuff. I do some of it, but at the moment I just need to do the stuff that's like new at the minute. I haven't got the time to do this stuff. Not to the detail I do. I can drop out like first impressions in about an hour and a half, do you know what I mean? Once I've played with it on a Friday night, I'll drop out the first impressions pretty quick, but I feel like I need to do more detailed stuff. I started doing more of those first impressions so I can get the data out quicker, so I can at least try and compete with other channels until I can free up all my time to be able to do the proper reviews. So I've got like a week before they drop to be able to do a full review on it, all the latency stuff and things. XM1 wireless coming out Q1 22. Yeah, probably good. I think we're going to see every mouse now is going to be a wireless mouse. I never understood why this MZ1 here isn't wireless. It should have been, but there you go. They're definitely going to release a wireless version now. I can sense it. Whoops. I mean, take the stick off, yeah. Got to take the sticker off. Just trimming out this bait. This is quite a bit of a pain to trim this one. I can see it's cracking some of these if I'm not careful. It's brittle, see-through plastic, transparent stuff. Patience to mod them. It will be a different shape from the Vaxi, they said. Can't wait for a Vaxi wireless mouse. Be nice. The Prime, testing out the Prime this week. Prime Steel Series 1. Wireless, Prime wireless. That's quite a good clone to, I would not clone, but it's like an EC2, I'd say. So definitely try checking out that if you want a wireless Vaxi MP1 or something like that. for optical switches. Feel pretty good for opto ones for as well. There's just nothing that stood out about that prime that I said. It's 80 grams, so it's a little bit heavy. That's one of the other problems. So I might have to do weight reduction on it maybe. The only one you're really interested in is the Pulse X-Lite Wireless 58 grams. Ooh. Send me a link on Discord, Carrot. Sounds interesting. I'm liking some of the HyperX stuff at the minute. There's my Discord channel if you haven't seen it already. I've got a shop, I've got a website, some reviews there. But yeah, it'd be the battle of the wirelesses next now. You watch. You plan on reviewing the Zokegen, I can't really say that word, M2K anytime soon? I haven't got one, so not at the moment. I don't plan on buying one either at the minute. But someone is sending me one out the power corded, but I won't be able to review it because obviously it'll be tweaked. I think they've broken it a little bit in the process, hence they're getting me to look at it. But I'm assuming it's just an updated version of the M1K. Looks like the base has slightly been made a bit lighter, but we'll see. This base looks sick, this one. Just keep trimming it. Looks a bit white. It's a bit weird this one. It looks a bit white. Tracks on this are a little bit weird. You think Razer would make another Ergo wireless? I don't know, they kind of got the Death Adder, haven't they? That seems to be like super popular, and people just seem to just live with the Death Adder. So I don't know. Don't really seem to have chucked anything else out. They seem to get good enough sales on that. No one really complains about the Death Adder shape, right? So I don't see why they would. I think Razer got so many shapes out at the minute. You want to see something like M2K, but a lot cheaper. Yeah, they're expensive. I mean, I guess the HKS is a cheaper version of that, right? They're pushing out a lot of different mice at the minute. It's quite a selected mouse, I would say, the M1K and M2K and the HKS. I was weight reducing this MZ1 to 50 grams is the plan. Just trimming out the base, got the RGB out of it, make sure it's evenly balanced, stuff like that. Took all the RGB out apart from 2 lights. The wireless Elite looks promising. I think that's one Carrot just mentioned, didn't he? Cheap competitor to the Superlight. I don't know, Logitech's pretty beastie with their sensors. Most people struggle to compete with them. Might compete with the shape, but quality wise and stuff like that. I don't know. If Logitech didn't have many problems with their switches, they'd have some pretty beastie mice out there, but they've got a few problems with the switches. Once they change those on ROMs, I think Logitech's going to be pretty hard to beat. Hey, how you doing, George Effin? How you doing, man?
I've got balls of steel.
Cheers, Sakodian, for the follow. Welcome. How you doing? You liking your Death Adder? Which one you got, Dexter? The Death Adder's been around a long time. I'd like to see him bring a Copperhead back. Or Diamond back, was it? The other one? A revised version of that shape. That's pretty cool. There's MZ1 here from Rocket Jump Ninja collab with Extra Fire. This one. Just weighing it to 50 grams. Excuse me. Just mod it to 50 grams. Cup of tea. It's gone down the wrong way. And then we're going to end with a Viper Ultimate mod. Not bad. Escardilla. How you doing, man? Escardly, is it? I can never say your name. Escaldi. Sorry, I probably murdered it. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. I think we're good. We're down to 50 now. Put this back together. This one's done. No SKA. Okay. Uda? Don't know. I'll murder your names. Don't you worry. 2013 Chrome Elite. Damn, man. Still going. I like it. Holding in there. I like it. A little bit counts. Take all the pins out. Ironically, the M1K has the pins already trimmed on this anyway. We'll trim the rest off. It's really difficult. Always difficult, the little plastic prisms to get off. Is that the Extrafy M42? No, it's the Rocket Jump Ninja M1K. MZ1. Huh. That's what it is. But they're close to the M42. I think it's probably pretty much clones of it. TBH. You have to replace the buttons a couple of times. Okay, so it's like Trigger's brush, where it's like it's still the same one, but you've replaced everything in it. You've had it 35 years. You get it for 35 years. This is Trigger, by the way, from Only Fools and Horses. Might be a bit beyond most of your times, but it's a British sitcom. Editing mice, yeah, certainly are, mate. We're just putting some weight out most of them today. So we'll do some more streaming, chat to people, while I make some mods tonight. Come on. You can get more out of these, but just keep this looking stock. If you haven't seen Only Fools and Horses, you need to. Why can't I get you to clip back down? 46 gram super light is nuts. Certainly was, mate. Wasn't it? You get a bit lighter, I reckon, if I pushed it a bit more, but the drill one was pretty cool. I won't personally drill it myself, but that one came out pretty nice. Let's get it a fraction light if you really wanted to really take it to the extreme. That was pretty far. But every time I do one, I always find a little bit more you can trim out somewhere. Why can't I get the rear panel back on? I can't do that with buttons. That's for a start. Oh dear, time's getting late. Time's at half. Okay, not too bad. 2 o'clock in the morning. What does optional weight for the mouse? How do you mean? Optimal weight for the mouse? I don't know. I mean, the one problem with this mouse is it's balanced funny. So it balances. It's balanced at the front. It sits like the balance is like that. So it's all at the front. No, we took the weight out. It'll sit naturally balanced. But 60 grams stock, 60 or 61. This one. Be about 50 after this. Cheers, Rapi. Is it Rapu? Rappy? Can't remember the name. Cheers for the follow, man. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? 9 PM Eastern. I see. All right, mate. It's late for me. I cannot get this thing to come back together. Why don't you go back together? There we go. So we'll be doing a few more streams this week, hopefully. Have you tried the Omron 60 million? Not that I know of. Tried to avoid Omrons apart from the Japanese ones. Huh. Tried to escape. Hey, cheers for the tier 1 gift to Butterfly there. Escaladi. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support for the channel. Surely appreciate that sub, man. Cheers to everyone that's been giving away some subs. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll have to look at the Dinky. Put some in the Discord, Dinky. Put that 60mm on. We'll have a look. Tag me in it. Thoughts on the plastic being transparent? I kind of like it, OP. Like, I had a few controllers like this as a kid. It's a little bit retro vibe. Plastic itself's pretty brittle, but I kind of like the look of it. I like transparent mice. I like showing off the internals of parts, if you know what I mean. It looks cool when you can see inside, but I think it's a bit dated, if I'm honest. Although I personally like it, but you know, I'm not young, so you tell me. I kind of like it. The new MSI mouse, okay. I think I've ever tried an MSI mouse, to be fair. It's like the ROG ones. I like the idea of the switches and stuff, but they don't really, you know, companies want to try and dominate everything. But at the moment, I think the people that I've seen make a good mouse who kind of do peripherals like that are HyperX. So I'll be surprised. Maybe MSI are going to surprise us, right? But I haven't had a look. Did you do a lightweight mod for the white ultralight too? I didn't, because there's not really much weight in it to take out, to be fair. Wouldn't bother. They do quite a good job finding mice taking the weight out of them, so it's not really worth it. Even the Starlight we did the other day, we got down to 38 grams from 44. I mean, that's not bad, 6 grams. On a mouse that's supposed to be really light, but, you know, do you want to do that on your mouse? I don't know on that one. They're also a bit rarer, the final mice, as you know, so they're not as easy if you mess them up to get another one back. The Opto switches you're talking about, Dexter. The XM1 Dark Roast looks good. Yeah, that's transparent as well, isn't it? I think that's the one I've got actually. This is our second mouse today. We've already done the Rocat. Rocat Air, I'll show you in a sec. Depends, you can feel a bit mushy depending which switches you've got. Oh, where's the wireless? Rocat 72 gram stock, it's now 61 at the minute. Got Opto mechanicals in it. And a weird aluminium scroll wheel. It's a bit different. Post a video on that one, because I've done one on my YouTube channel for that video, but we will do one. Oh, the SteelSeries Prime. Yeah, they were pretty good Optos. I tried them on Friday night. I was playing around with the Prime on stream. It's not bad. That's pretty much a wireless Zowie mouse, I would say. I said that before. You know, it feels like a wireless EC2 at the minute. Got to be careful on this one because the cable here pushes up the PCB. And these buttons are already pretty tight to retweet that, I think. But yeah, the SteelSeries Prime was okay. Like, there's nothing bad about the SteelSeries Prime, right? It's probably 80 grams. I said it was a little bit heavier stock off the bat. They should have made it lighter. They should have made it 70, given today's trends. But other than that, I can't really pick on it. Good sensor, it's 3370. That looks of it. I couldn't find fault. It was good. Wouldn't be for me. It's a bit boring, but overall, good mouse. I think SteelSeries get some of the love they deserve.
I've got balls of steel.
Look, it's late. Yeah, okay.
I've got balls of steel.
Cheers for the follow. Stainless 7 Games, welcome. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support today. Cheers for the follow. Ocean, is it? Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, it is like 2:50 in the morning here for me, so bear with me. I'm an old man. Been watching the footy quite a bit. Hey, Stainless. It's better. That's better. Plan to get some more reviews out this week. Some more detailed stuff coming out. See you on YouTube. Just didn't realise you had a Twitch yet. That's right. I used to stream on YouTube and Twitch, but gone purely to Twitch now. But certainly do. Stream Friday nights regularly, apart from this Friday, which I'm actually not here. But but mostly Friday nights I stream, and then sometimes in the week, like now, you'll see me streaming some mice mods and stuff. Friday nights we test mice. Get drunk, test mice. Have a chat. From what I've seen from the other mice, look at that they're all a little bit different, the designs on the PCB, because I've been thinking that as well, but you can swap razors, Opto mechanicals around, that's the laser ones you're talking around, the optical switches. But so far I haven't seen any that are interchangeable into different mice. They've all got their own custom motherboards at the minute, PCBs. So let's wait, yes, we're not put it back together properly yet, but close. So it was 60 grams. Now it's 47, so I need some skates, but it's nice and light. I'm going to put 2 screws in the front on this one as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it, cut in it, Carrot. Gets late, drought, shouts a lot of COD, calls people for aim assist, or Cronus, pretty much. Waiting for Battlefield 6. Probably going to end up playing Alien Firestorm as well pretty soon on Fridays. What kind of mod are you going to do? We just modded it, mate. We've got a few mods anyway. Got a Viper coming up next. This one's going to be modded next. And we've just modded, say we just modded this one. 72 grams now, it's 61. What's the plan? Finish with this one. Put 2 screws in the front. Take the switches down because that's a bit better. Doesn't really need them in the room. Put it back together. Yeah, if you like a long stream, Friday nights is a long stream. Let's say about 12 hours. Usually 7:30 we start. Finish around between 4 and 6 a.m. in the morning, something like that. Dependent. Completed. There we go. That one's done. Looks stock. You see a bit more gap on the side, but it doesn't affect the pre or post travel if you wondered. And it also sorts out the balance issue on this mouse, which it has. Still got a little bit of RGB in it. Right. On to the next mouse. And how things are going. I might finish on a G Pro. A few of them to do. Bring the remains off the pad. What was the final weight? Oh, okay, we didn't do that. You're right. Yeah, good point. With the skates and stuff. So it was 60 grams, I think, or 61. Final weight is 51. It's a bit heavy. I can't believe those few screws put 4 grams in it. Sometimes the cable, because it's over here, gets pushed on them. Cables can actually, on this one for some reason, affect the weight. Oh, that's 52, great. That's gone up. Hang on a minute, shouldn't be that heavy. See, now it's 49. Depends on the cable, like you can just twitch the cable, like you can lift the cable. Around that. It's about 50. I'd say it's 50, which is where it's at. Now stock 60, 61, mate. I've never seen a 56, 57 one. The 60 to 61 the stocks. With the cable. It's about 50 now, see? Don't believe the box. There's one thing I've learned. Never trust what people say on the box. There's only a few companies that seem to be pretty accurate. I'm not saying the scales I've got are like industry standard, you know, calibrated, but you can see against other mice what generally is right and wrong, and then compare it. What, 57 stock with a power cord? It's pretty light, mate. I'm not seeing one that light, like I said. You got a lucky one if it is. You must have got lucky. Alright, one sec. If you haven't already, feel free to drop some pictures in Discord if you've got some modded mice. Shop shop a website with all statistics that needs updating a little bit, and some reviews if you're interested. Give me a sec. I tried to more Canon. I tried to reply to as many people as I can, mate. It's not easy though, it's quite a lot, but I tried to. Spend a bit of time. Maybe as things pick up, so they get a little bit more tricky to respond, but I try and filter through them and see what people want to ask and stuff. Whether that'll continue in the future, who knows, but that's the plan. I'd like to. I'm pretty sure most YouTubers like to, right? But you should certainly do it early on. I don't like YouTubers that don't reply who are new. Kind of annoying. But when you've got like 100,000 or something like that, I can understand why they won't reply. But you know, people up to, even I've got about 25k or something, I can still respond. So that's why people at that level can't. Hey ho, each to their own. So weight mod on this one as well. Check the stock weight on this, about 72, I can't remember. Hmm, 75, I was wrong. There you go, before the mod, 74, 75. Each mouse is always slightly different because of the plastic and stuff. Cheers for dropping by, everyone. Appreciate the support tonight. Watching me savage mice. What time zone's everyone in? It's like 2:30 in the morning in the UK at the minute. What time's everyone got? I got to be up, like I say, for 7 in the morning for work. Oh boy. Currently making a sub 30 gram Orochi. Damn, that's impressive. You like chopped half of it off or something. I could get down to like 46, I think. 30 is definitely a killer weight. What's your plans for it? We do some 3D printed parts or something. Eastern 7:30, sorry 9:30. Texas 7 PM. Okay. Still early for you lot then. Still early for Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday as well. You're not like Australia, which is ahead, I think, of us lot. Come to Monday for them. Oh, even Oz, 11:30 AM. There you go. Crazy, everyone's like across the world. That's what I love about streaming. You see, like everyone's just like across the world, but sharing the same kind of like interests, isn't it? Like, streaming's been out for a while now, but it's cool. Like, still takes a while to catch on in the UK. Not everyone in the UK understands it, especially not my age. It's getting more popular in the UK now, but it took a while, I think, for it to pick up. Yeah, I got work, mate. Full-time work. I'll be at work at 7 AM, so we'll see what time I go to sleep. I don't know. I don't sleep that much. Hey, Sports, how you doing, man? So I work from 7 AM till about 5 PM. It won't be stock. I've just cut a lot of holes out of it. I think stock sub 30G. You have to put in Discord, mate, when you do it, if you're not already. Drop some in there and you've done it. I'm interested to see the pickies. Always good to see what the mods people are making, man. What do I do for work? Work in IT, man. Oopie, man, Bob. Are you jumping in bed after this one? Might do Apple. Good to see you, mate. Times it off, yeah, maybe. Depends how long it takes. Oh, this one uses the different screws. Keyboard seems to be more and more popular in the UK. Yeah, it seems to be. I think just modding in general is not as popular in the UK. It's took people a long time in the UK to accept gaming as being like a viable thing. Trust me. I know. So, I mean, now that's getting more acceptable and people are seeing that, you know, like Twitch and stuff, and people can make more money out of it, and YouTubing and stuff. I mean, it took a while for people to accept influencers, right, in the UK. Especially at the gaming level. So, we're getting there. We'll see. I'll drop some videos out this week, some teardowns and stuff. Gonna show some of the Starlight stuff that I've done. Got that down to 38 grams the other day. That's Wednesday. I need to do all the videos for that on YouTube, but that'll be coming out. Been dropping some short videos people have been watching. Some of the stuff I've been doing. So, doing a bit more of that recently. Managed to find how to get the Starlight buttons a little bit lighter as well. Show that mod. The Final Mouse mods are hard to show because you don't really get much time to make a mistake. I also I want to review some of the products, so I don't want to destroy them or mod them too much without having the full review before they're, as they are stock. Oops, you haven't seen inside a Viper Mint Ultimate. This is what it's like. But I fancy getting into more keyboard mods. But, again, I'm trying to focus now purely on mice. I was doing a lot of different stuff. So I've been on YouTube about 7 years. I think I've been on Twitch 4 years, I think. I originally started on Twitch doing Arma 3 mods. I'm like, well, Arma 3 Life. That's kind of what I started on. YouTube has started doing 7 Days to Die gameplay. And look where we are now, 7 years later. A lot grayer. I think I started when I was 30, 33, I think. Can't remember now. Crazy. I've just been messing around with it. This can be weight reduction, so 75 grams was it then, people? I'm going to tweak it, battery mod, weight reduction. A lot of keyboard stuff, fair enough. I like keyboard stuff. Like all the setup mod stuff's becoming more popular now. These rear panels are a nightmare to get off. Some cool paint jobs out for people like Leonardo da Mouse and stuff with and Nacho Customs was in there before. On the Viper, on these Razor Vipers with scratching the backs for the paint and stuff. A few other people doing some nice mods as well. We can scratch out like all this. And then it like glows in different colours, but then with some cool logos. Be careful these springs. Someone sent me a message the other week saying, "Can you send me another spring, Bob?" I was like, no. Like, I don't have any springs myself, you can see it. In fairness, if you take them out, it doesn't feel much different. Won't be too concerned. It makes it feel like a little bit less like rebound, but end of the world. Got my Ultralight 2 wireless down to 50 grams. Nice. Took some side buttons out. Yeah. So. Difference is once you know what you want. Like if you're doing your personal ones, you can pick what you like. Like side buttons out, pretty obvious one. Some people don't use them. Some people don't even use scroll wheels. I don't know how that is, but I guess I don't really use a scroll wheel, to be fair. When I think about it, but I do when I'm like doing surfing on desktops and stuff. Like some people are using like some mice for desktops, some mice for gaming and things, but it's more dedicated than me. If I gamed more, maybe. I haven't got enough time to do that yet, though. You want to buy a mouse, but you don't know what to buy. I buy a cheap one, mate. If you want a mod one, that way if you wreck it, you don't care. Get a G305, mate. You can buy those for like peanuts. Mod that. That's what I would start with. It's also a very good mouse modded. But they're not that cheap. If you destroy it, you wouldn't care. Quite a lot of mods out there for that 305. I won't be buying a Viper Ultimate like this, or a Jeeper Wireless Superlight, or a Starlight. I guess for me, I can afford to break some of them, but I wouldn't recommend it to people who can't. Come out. Show what kind of weight we're taking out. I've done a mod on this as a YouTube video for it if you're interested anyway. Hence I won't be weighing everything, but get the idea. And we're going to leave the shell put start and probably cut some of the rear out. Yep, some of these commission, correct. And so I've already done some of these mods before. The one that wasn't was the Rocat. The Rocat was not. Although someone does want one. But I've already done it. I thought I'd show it on stream as well. Depends. I'm trying to take it off because we're actually getting rid of them out. We're changing the battery over anyway. So I think I'm tearing it down, but I'm not. Already showing that before. It's a bit of a mystery battery on this one, I think. But if you want to see this properly, there's a tear down on my YouTube channel. Easiest way to get to it at the moment. For some reason, I don't have a link to it, but just go to that reviews page if you want to get to it and see the proper videos. And do Viper. I've done a normal Viper, I've done a mini, I've done a ultimate, so I've done loads of them. All the teardowns, all the weight reduction mods. If you're interested in doing some of them. So some are asking where you can swap the opto switches. This has got opto mechanical switches. You can see it's slightly different on this one. Not the same as a Rocat, so you couldn't interchange these with the Rocat ones, but you can interchange them with their own. So razor to razor you can do. And the interesting thing with these is if you see, the camera's going to show it, there's a little hole here. You see it? And when you push the switch, so it blocks it off. But you can see it on camera here because it's so tiny. But that's how they work. Blocks the light. Leave the front USB port in place as well. Don't want to chop the wrong piece off. You don't suggest cutting your own PCBs like that. You can see like some of the weight you'd save. I cut my PCB like that on the old Zowie FK mice. You just got a chainsaw to cut for that, did you, mate? Those things are monstrously thick. You got to be careful when you're cutting them, but you can do it. I should weigh this base actually. I need to start like making some better 3D bases myself, which I probably can do. I just ain't got the time. Plus, I don't overly like the quality of 3D prints. They're okay. Wait for a better material. Resin's not bad. Hey, Jonathan Maxis, how you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. You've already been here before, actually, I think. How you doing, mate? Getting late for me. It's nearly 3 o'clock. 20 to 3 in the morning. Let's try the music. Just turned it off. Let's take this out quickly, which is the USB charging port at the front. Be back in a sec. This one, like my the one I did, I kept it so you could have it on the dock, but this one's not going to have the dock, so this one's going to have the base taken out properly. No dock mount for this one. So you remember I did the when I did this one live on stream, I left the ability for you to be able to put on the dock. A bit of extra weight, that's the only thing. This one's going to have it taken out. Tea. It's probably a bit late now, probably shouldn't be drinking caffeine. But we're also going to leave the front mounting points in. So what you find on this one is if you take out the screw points, you can't close the bases tightly. It's not bad, but I like it so you can adjust the pre and post travel. Probably more pre to be fair. Tighten it up against the case so the clips aren't good enough, but to be fair the Razor Viper is pretty good. You can actually get away without the screws at the front, but come back and tidy this up in a bit. Don't worry. The mounting points. These magnets weigh quite a bit. You'd be surprised, about 2 grams. Obviously the metal material is pretty heavy. And I'm moving out. I dreamt it. 0.6, a lot lighter than I thought. Ignore me. Are there no 3D printable base lightweight mods for the RV Razor Viper Ultimate? Nope, no one's made any. Takes too long, man. Takes forever. Some people might start doing it. I probably would have had more time, but I don't. So as I get into that, I wasn't working full time. It would take quite a long time to make, and a lot of effort to print, not print, print, re-knob, like continuously going back and checking them. Like Like Piranha, who was on here before, he's been making his own custom shells and stuff.
I've got balls
like
of
pure,
steel.
everything's 3D printed, but that takes a lot of time to do, man. So credit to him having the time to do that, but I couldn't do that. That's a full-time job, especially that. Cheers, it's a Veggie TV, is it? Appreciate it, follow me. Welcome. That's like dedicated work, man. I used to do a lot of CAD design when I was younger, so I know how to do CAD, which is what 3D printing is, but it takes a long time. Yeah, you need a scanner, yeah, exactly. You need scanners, some good scanners around, still a little bit. There's some decent ones where you can take pictures. I made a 3D base for the M65 recently for someone who's on the channel before, Josh Friend, his name is. Can't pronounce it, but that was pretty cool. But I haven't done that many. Like I can do it, just ain't got the time. Right, time to drill. Also, depending on the 3D base and stuff, depends like how good it can be. Like sometimes the print quality is not a great 3D compared to like ABS, which I prefer. You're currently making a Zarya S2 Mini using the G305 internals. Nice. Call the S3. Like it. Drop some pickies in this one. We showed you before, mate. Drop some pickies in Discord, and you have always interesting stuff like that. Save your ears now from straw. Sometimes I try and sand some of the roughness off, but I don't get too involved with it because they get a bit rough, like I sand the base because you don't want it to catch on the pad, but I prefer sometimes the texture of them being a bit rougher, so it's up to their choice really. So, depends if people want it like that. I personally don't, because I like the rough shell. But if people want it done like that, I will do it. How you doing, Burns? How you doing, man? Yeah, not bad, man. You know, weekend's over now, back to work at 7 AM. It's 3 AM, so we shall see. But not bad. Enjoyed the weekend, thought it was good. We shall see.
I've got balls of steel.
Hey, cheers for the follow ghosting. Welcome. Hope you like mice mods. This one's probably a little bit more extreme. It's the third one tonight so far. I'll do one more after this. We'll see. Sure is, Viper Ultimate, yep. I can't remember what it was for. Should we scanned it last time? So let's check one sec. Don't know. It shows us nothing interesting. Reminds me to take the sticker off. We don't want that barcode on. A bit of extra weight. Just pings the sensor number up. Probably for spare parts or something. Like when I can actually get into doing custom bases, which I want to do with 3D printing when I get a bit more time, then we'll be able to make some sick bases, I reckon. Can't wait to do some. Definitely some missed opportunities. If you don't mind it a little bit more extreme.